initiative international-wise. I was introduced by the MC, so I do not introduce myself again. This initiative, yes. So this initiative is basically we pursue with the United Nations Development Program in Seoul. That office is actually not for the development of our country, but it's actually it actually aims to expand our knowledge and experience to developing countries. And specifically, Korea National Police University is trying to achieve a goal to spread the knowledge and experience on our gender-based violence capacity building. Before I start my presentation, I have to apologize for submitting my presentation late, not in time. So my presentation might not be included in the program on your booklet. But the reason being that is because this work is kind of provisional at the moment, and we are still in the consultation with many experts. So, but it has been done almost. So we would like to introduce this to you in order to solicit your interest, and as well as expand our target beneficiaries as well. Okay. These are the contents of my presentation. Yes. Well, gender-based violence is a serious issue, of course, and internationally well recognized. According to WHO, World Health Organization, about 1 in 3 women worldwide have experienced either physical or sexual, intimate partner violence or non-partner sexual violence in their lifetime. This is very serious, and it was published and announced in November 2017, so it's very recent finding. And UN's Sustainable Development Goals also include a specific target to eliminate all forms of violence against all women and girls in the public and private sphere. In Korea as well, gender-based violence is kind of a serious issue. With current Me Too movement, you might know that a very famous politician, a governor of a province, had to resign for the allegation of sexual violence against his personal assistant. And a lot of celebrities in our country also be blamed for their wrongdoings and misbehaviors in this. Like years ago, now it is revealed, and it's kind of social issue, big issue. And in this vein, Korean police initiated a new plan to eradicate all forms of violence against women, which is kind of ambitious in my opinion. I mean, all other types of crimes cannot be eradicated from the root, but anyway, we are trying to do that. And then in this context, there have been a number of requests and demands since we have established a partnership with the UNDP Seoul office. And because there are a number of countries who would like to share ideas and experience in this gender-based violence response of the police. So we have had seminars, including webinars, so seminars real time through internet, and also we had study visits and joint publications in this area. And the target countries included Kazakhstan, Senegal, Uzbekistan, etc. at the moment. And the overall strategy in the Korean police is to stress prevention, victim protection during the case investigation, and integrated victim support and prevention of recurrence. As you can see on my slide, And accordingly, the whole objective is to promote victims' fast recovery from trauma and social integration, not just catching criminals fast or charges against them. So police officers tend to focus on just crime investigation and catching criminals, but what we realize these days is also what is important is the protection of victims as well. Well, the Korean Criminal Code originally titled sex crime as crimes concerning chastity. So it's about pureness of virginity, so it actually fails to recognize this issue, the sexual gender-based violence, as a human rights issue. But now it has changed, so the title of this crime is Crimes Concerning Rape and Infamous Conduct. And until 2012, the prosecution of perpetrators was only possible with complaint of the victim. So if there was no complaints from the victim, or later they just withdraw their complaints after negotiation with the perpetrator, then the criminals cannot be charged, cannot be on trial. So it was kind of problematic, and the reason was that the victims might not want to reveal this crime because they kind of afraid of stigma and other things, but it had actually adverse effect, and they do not want to, many victims just give up filing these complaints to criminal justice system. But now we abolished that, and without the complaints, such kind of complaints, we can actually investigate the suspects and charge them in the court for this heinous crimes. Yes. And that's the basic law. And in terms of specific laws, legislation, in 1994, we had a special act on the punishment of sexual crimes and protection of victims. It came into effect as a result of strong advocacy by the grassroots women's rights group and the heightened public demand for a stronger legal framework. And in 2011, the law was divided into two parts. The first one is the Act on Special Cases, Special Act on Sexual Violence, punishment of sexual crimes, and the second one is the Act on the Prevention of Sexual Violence and Protection of Victims. So the initial one actually had two aspects together: crime investigation and punishment, and the protection of victims. But now we have special laws separately about the first issue and the second issue. And the second one actually contains articles on punishment and investigation of crimes, such as the responsibility to report and special regulation on the punishment of sexual violence, and also includes articles pertaining to protection of the victims, such as the responsibility of the state, preventative education, and the establishment and operation of counseling centers and shelters as well. So in accordance with this legal framework and policy framework, the approach of the Korean National Police can be explained with these three prongs. So dedicated gender-based violence investigation team, and secondly, provision of integrated support to the victims during and even after the investigation, and the third one is systemic capacity building of the police through its existing training resources, including our university, Korean National Police University. These are the basic principles that we teach to our investigators and police officers. We know all of this. Police is the first responder to this type of crime, and we should consider it as the frontline supporter for the victims. We know all of this, but the important thing is how to implement this and keep this principles during the whole process of investigation in criminal justice. But this slide actually shows the common stereotypes and misconceptions of sexual violence. One critical part of improving the police's response to the gender-based violence is tackling gender bias in the police response to the gender-based violence. So this type of bias is supported by stereotypes and misconceptions about this crime, and stereotypes and misconceptions not only affect the reporting of gender-based violence crimes, but also result in secondary victimization of victims. Secondary victimization actually refers to the victimization that occurs not as a direct result of the crime, criminal action, but through the response of institutions and surrounding individuals to the victim. And GBV victims are especially vulnerable to this type of misconceptions. Okay? So we have this 4 bullet points in terms of developing the expertise in the police. We have special things about case detection, on-site actions, evidence collection and preservation, and victim interview. We don't have enough time, so I do not want to go to the details. If I do that, then I probably need a week. But this is, I tried to introduce some examples of that. This is the emergency kit to collect evidence of sexual crime for legal and medical purposes. So those kits are available in 343 facilities around this country, and it has instructions of 12 steps and 88 components. So first responders, medical staff, and police officers can actually use those kits to support the victim. And this is the checklist. Sorry, this is in Korean, but this is a checklist for the officers who actually get to the scene for the first time. And it's about reporting, what you have to do on the scene, and what you have to consider in terms of evidence collection, when you have to be cautious in terms of interviewing the victims, type of thing. For example, we could interview child victims under the age of 13 and the victims with disabilities. They should be brought to the center, integrated support center for the interview, and female police officers should conduct interviews for the female victims unless they specifically want male investigator. So, they also have to prepare the interview in a professional way before. And of course, they have to be informed that your identity, the victim's identity, may not be revealed in the criminal process. So we guarantee the anonymity of the victims. These are also another thing that I would like to stress. It's an integrated support system provided by the Korean police to the victims. It includes medical support, psychological support, financial support, and legal support, and also provide shelters and protection facilities. And the victims are informed with a leaflet, including their victims, their rights as a victim. So they do know what kind of services are available for them. And these are the kind of protection mechanism that the Korean government actually have right now. We have a sunflower center and also specialized emergency call for the woman victims, and counseling centers and relevant government agencies to support them. And I would like to explain a little bit more details about Sunflower Center. It's an integrated one-stop service for the female victims. These are the pictures of the facility. So as you can see by the names of the each facility, they provide counseling. They also provide some relaxation place and also medical support as well. And they can also get a statement in a separate place, and the investigators can actually monitor their interview and statement gathering, and also they provide a psychological support. in one place. So these are the type of investigations that we do. So in the investigation room, interview room, the victims are there and the female police officer dedicated for the victim interview conduct the interview, and the public defender and statement assistant or trustee of the victim can accompany those victims in that area, while in a separate room through the the glass, police officers who actually conduct the investigation, in charge of the investigation, can monitor the interview process, and the statement analysis specialist and stenographer can actually get the statement. We also have challenges as well. Right now, the police has focused on what to provide to the victim, but have not. Now it's time for us to stress more on how to provide. So in order to do that, we have to improve education on approach and attitude, including administration of psychological first aid for recovery of victims' sense of safety and control. So we need kind of special training for the police officers as well. And another challenge is geographical limits. The areas are limited. So it sounds very nice, integrated support of the victim, but still geographically it's not available in everywhere. So we have to expand the reach of the support to the victims. So integration of victim interview team, also an investigation team. When you have separate those teams, when you separate those two teams, and there might be some kind of issue during the court process, judicial process about the trustworthiness of the victim's statement. So it is also important for us to integrate those two things into one. So in order to guarantee the admissibility of the evidence gathered through this process. Okay, this is kind of a last conclusion of my presentation. So the victim protection and support begins when contacting the victim. So when the victim first saw the police officers, they will feel the trust and they have some kind of willingness to cooperate with the whole criminal procedure, depending on the police officer's response to them. That is a very important thing, and we would like to stress this throughout the whole training process and our approach to our counterparts in the foreign countries as well. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for. Am I in time? Thank you so much. So, any questions or comments on my presentation?
So, any questions from the floor to ask the presenter, Ms. Senior Inspector Dongkyu Shin? So, please feel free to ask because his presentation is very interesting and